When you think of some of the recent stars of the Australian turf, such as the amazing Winx, Golden Slipper winner Vancouver and perennial Group 1 performer Happy Clapper, the one thing they have in common is they're all by Darley Shuttle sires. And Darley has a new crop set to step into the footsteps of stallions such as Street Cry, Shamadal, Dubawi and more.
The greatest of all time! Winx wins a third Queen Elizabeth. It's his day today. Happy Clapper takes out the Doncaster. And Kermadec takes out the Colgate George Main. Winx is bolted in the Cox Plate.
Alistair, Darley has obviously been bringing stallions to Australia since 2001, and it's really incredible when you look at the influence those stallions have had on the Australian breed.
Absolutely. If you think about it, Cara, without the Shuttle Stallions that we've had, no Winx, no Humidor, no Happy Clapper, we've been very successful over a long period of time now. I think probably the tables turned in about 2005-06 when Dubawi and Shamadal graced the scene. Of course, Street Cry was here from the time we moved on to this property in 2003, but it was really since after Shamadal and Dubawi and then Teofilo came and then Medaglia d'Oro that we've had a great run with the shuttle horses we've stood.
And flashing through Humidor, back to the inside, it's a big finish, Humidor!
It's a really interesting debate, isn't it? A debate topic in terms of, the great colonial, Aussie horses. You've got Tough, they've performed on the hard racetracks here. But when you cross them in particular with these shuttle stallions, that's when we get our real superstars, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about the colonial stars at the moment, I'm Invincible, Reduced Choice in Costa Lago before that, they're by shuttle stallions.
Yes.
The shuttle stallions imparted quality. There's no doubt about that. Danehill changed the whole nature of Australian racing, and I'm Invincible looks to be following in that sort of suit. They started somewhere. They started with those shuttle stallions, and just the quality that those put, they just lifted the level of competition in this country to a level that we never had a hope of achieving before that.
It's shocking to win the Melbourne Cup from Crime Scene.
Well, you mentioned Street Cry, the sire of the great Winx and others, Dubawi, Shamadal, Medaglia d'Oro, of course, with the Golden Slipper winner, Teofilo. Now, these horses, they were multiple Group 1 winners, but they're also horses that were really good at 2 and have thrown horses with that precocity, but they seem to improve too.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we found out. As you say, they were good at 2, but they got better at 3, sometimes better at 4 again. So that's one of the identifying factors that we've noted. They've got to be, 2-year-old form is certainly a bonus. I mean, we love 2-year-old form in Australia, but it's not, Medaglia d'Oro didn't have great 2-year-old form. I think he only had 1 race for a second. Street Cry, similarly, he was Group 2 placed, I think Group 1 placed as a 2-year-old, but wasn't a great 2-year-old himself. Threw a Blue Diamond win in Pride of Dubai. Medaglia d'Oro threw a Golden Slipper win in Vancouver. So they've proven they can do it.
It's interesting trying to tell a lot of broodmare owners. We're hearing about Australia, we breed for speed and it's all about those 2-year-old races. But the reality is the prize money, and Chris Wallace says this all the time, the prize money is greater for the horses that have that longevity to be getting out to a mile and beyond.
And the prize money and opportunity. You're not taking on millions and millions of I'm Invincibles and Schnitzels. The prize pool is great. I think I'd calculated one day, of the stakes races in Australia, the prize money from 1,600 metres up is slightly higher than the prize money from 1,600 metres down. So there's more money available, less competition. It makes sense to me. But equally, I'm not saying it's probably something that you breed as well as. I mean, I think that the great thing is not to be one-dimensional in breeding. We can't all be sprinter, 6-furlong specialists. There's a great range of races in Australia from 1,000 metres to 3,200 metres. As breeders, we've got to try and breed the winners of all of those races, not just one dimension.
It's an overall sort of educational thing that you need to do, I guess, to get everybody understanding the influence these horses have had.
I think my experience is that as trainers and owners, but trainers in particular and agents. Well, agents obviously are well aware of bloodstock. That's their job, to follow racing around the world. Trainers obviously haven't got the time available, but you stand a nice yearling in front of a trainer, no matter what it's by, and they will be wanting to put up their hands for it. So they'll look up in the catalogue, oh, it's by a shuttle stallion who won 4 Group 1 races, say Ribchester. Oh, he was a good horse, and they're happy to invest. I've seen that time and time again. Gay Waterhouse bought Dawn Passage just on that sort of premise just a year ago, and he looks like a really good horse in the making.
And as I said, since 2001, you've been bringing these horses out, but it takes a while to modify, doesn't it, and work out which of those horses that are stars in Europe will actually work here and work with our mares and our tracks.
Yeah, we had some dreadful failures earlier on, but yeah, I think I think we've got the formula pretty right now, and generally good horses make good stallions. Good horses anywhere, if they're going to be a good stallion in Europe, they're probably going to be a good stallion here. Now, it doesn't work in every case, and there's some noted exceptions, but mostly the ones that fail here have also failed in their home country.
We're doing stories, of course, Harry Angel, Ribchester, Territories, Street Boss is another one, there've been, Street Sense. The list really goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah,
there's young blood, isn't there?
We've got a great group of young shuttle stallions. If you think about Frosted in Victoria, Territories here, Harry Angel here, and Ribchester here, they meet all the criteria. They were top-class horses. They have every opportunity to become successful stallions here, and they could be breed shapers.